let's try to get this pulled up and make sure it's working. It is. Let's turn the volume up a little bit. Good. All right, here we go. And anyone that jumps on the stream, if you're watching, please let me know if the mic volume is good, if the stream volume is good. If anything needs to be adjusted, just let me know. And here we go. So I'll give it like maybe 1 minute while people jump on the stream. And then if you're watching this as a replay, just skip like a minute or two forward and you'll avoid all this downtime. In the meantime, let's pop open a drink. Again, if someone jumps in the stream, let me know if the mic volume is good, and then I'm going to start the stream in a second. Let me know if the video volume is good. All right, let's do this. B2 Fighting Series.
Series fans, this professional flyweight fight is set for 3 rounds at 5 minutes apiece. First, fighting out of the blue corner. His record stands at 0 wins, 2 losses.
By the way, so let's review this really quick. Freddie Rodriguez, monster wrestler, joined the team a couple months back. He's moved to Brighton with his family. He's kind of lived all over the country. He's been trying to find his way. Super talented kid. He's really dedicated to his craft now as a mixed martial artist, and he's looking to go all the way to the top. Anyway, we got this fight on super short notice. It was like 6 days out. He was originally scheduled to fight for TWC, really solid opponent, but due to a commission issue that he had from a previous bout, he was unable to compete by like 2 days. His suspension was up. I think he failed for THC in another state when he was a part of another gym. And his suspension was up like February 7th. The TWC fight was February 5th. And so unfortunately, the fight wasn't able to happen. Brandon Higdon called me up, and he had a very good fight off, a very competitive fight. We said yes, and then last minute, the opponent changed their mind and said no. So this gentleman was fighting on the B2 card, and his opponent dropped. And they reached out to us and said, hey, you know, this guy's fighting on the card. He's tough. You know, he's no disrespect, but he's not the most skilled guy. He's not coming from like a really strong camp. Would you guys take this on 6 days notice? He's going to be a little bit bigger than Freddie. Hopefully you can make the weight, and we did it. So here we go. Moshan Scott versus Freddie Rodriguez.
His height, 5 feet, 7 inches, and his weight, 126 pounds. He trains with Circle City and comes to you from Indianapolis, Indiana.
So he's out of a 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu school in Indianapolis. But I'm extremely familiar with the 10th Planet style. I wasn't really worried about what he might bring to the table on the ground because I knew Freddie was going to get the fight to the ground.
Tonight, in the B2 Fighting Series cage, making his professional.
The one thing I'll say about Freddie that was apparent right off the bat, even from the warm-up, is you can tell that he's just an experienced competitor. He's used to pressure, he's used to big moments, and he knows how to rise to them.
His name is Alfredo Freddie
And again, anybody on the stream, let me know that my volume of the mic is good. Let me know the stream volume's good. So when we watch these in replay, it's, you know. Look how much bigger Moshan was than Freddy. I was shocked by that.
All right, Moshan's got the black, red, white, and blue Circle City shorts. Alfredo Rodriguez in the black shorts.
You can see immediately, right off the bat, Freddy in the stance, wants to put the pace. Incredibly unlucky that the first kick he throws catches his cup.
That's how Freddie Rodriguez envisioned.
Definitely not how you want to start a pro career, but complete accident.
Moshan's got to stand up. Good.
There they go.
Touch of the gloves here.
Okay, Moshan's got to keep it tall. He's got to start using that jab. He does. Good one, too.
Very good one, too, right
there. There he goes. Freddy's in.
Moshan brought the pressure right off the bat. Freddy's in now. It's going to be hard to stop a wrestler of this caliber. I like that. I'm going to review that real quick. That's really good for my fighters and people to see. Look at how he doesn't get stuck on one theory. He's in on one leg, right? And at his caliber, at Freddy's caliber, if he doesn't get the takedown pretty quickly on an entry, he doesn't need to be stubborn on it. He's not going to continue to go for this one attack. He's just going to transition. He's going to chain wrestle. He's going to blend it all together. And that's where you see the separation between high-level athletes, whether it's jiu-jitsu, wrestling, boxing, kickboxing. It's their ability to bring in a plethora of problems instead of just a single problem. So Freddy's in on this takedown attempt. He tries to lift. He tried to dump initially. They weren't working. So as you can see from here, he then transitions to look for a double. But probably because of how stuffed his head is and the fact that the cage is going to provide resistance on this double leg, he quickly notices that he can go to an inside trip and finish the takedown with efficiency without having to struggle a lot and just accomplish the goal.
There he goes.
Very nice trip right there.
Shout out to Cody Moulter and Dante Brown for tuning in. Pleasure to have you guys. As you can see, like I said, I'm gonna play that one more time. I want all my fighters to really pay attention. An elite level athlete like this does not get stuck on one thing. Look, he was initially in on the right leg, transitions to the left leg, tries to lift, doesn't get it, switches to the double, doesn't get inside trip. He hit 4 techniques in a series like it was nothing. That right there is high level wrestling and quality fight IQ. So as you can see here, Moshan is really looking to scramble. He's looking to get back to his feet. Freddy's kind of just riding the positions, not really making...
Yeah, and the thing about it is you hear a lot of corners yelling. He's so calm and collective.
I actually want to review. Sorry if I rewind a bunch, guys. This is going to be the style that I want to do. I really want to get you guys to think about the fights and understand the series that are going on. I think that's more helpful than me just playing a fight video through. I think the more I break it down, the more efficient it's going to be. So, first of all, when we're here and we have the opponent in this position, we need to recognize a problem earlier. So from here, this is money. This is where we want you. Ideally, when the back, when you can see the shoulders in the back are not against the cage, this is a time to wedge somebody's head in the cage or take the wall away from them. Do one of the two. Either wedge them into the corner and make it so it's very difficult to play an effective guard, and it's difficult to stand because your legs will be elevated, but your back and head will be down. Versus if I put your back against the cage, then it actually can help you stand up. So in this position, Freddy should drive the head down and wedge him into the wall or begin to take the cage from him. So as you can see in this initial transition, watch this, everybody. See how he starts getting his leg to the mat. Okay, this actually tells me to some degree that Moshan understands what he wants to do. His goal is always going to be whatever direction he's turning, he's going to try to get that leg on the inside to go to almost like a table position and look to work up. Okay, so when you begin to lose this battle, there's multiple ways that you can dominate this leg. Like Freddy could literally pick the leg back up and force the guard. Freddy could circle towards this leg, this direction, so that when he drives the leg towards the wall, it could put his back on this side and therefore make it difficult for him to continue standing. And now if you continue watching, watch. Moshan knows to get his underhook. which I can't tell if he's accomplished that on the far side or not, but he starts to get onto his hip. This is good fight IQ. He understands that he cannot stay flat with a wrestler. He doesn't have the jiu-jitsu. Okay, he's looking to come up, which I'm actually amazed that he did that because he does not have the underhook. I'm shocked Freddie wasn't able to keep his back flat there. Or maybe Freddie is allowing him to transition to look for a back take or something of this nature. Or maybe, ideally, this left arm could lace across and secure a wrist ride here. Okay, what did we talk about initially? That left leg is getting to the wall. This is the problem for us right here. Okay, from this point, once his leg's in this position, Freddie would almost be better to pick the leg back out or circle his body this direction and run over the upper body. Like if you run the upper body back to the mat from here, or even attack the head and use it as a temporary control to put them back on the ground, that can yield success. But you know your opponent is looking to stand, for sure. And props, look it, props to Moshan. This was what all of the initial motion was trying to create. He got his knee to the wall. He pins his side to the wall, and he's got his hand posted so he can't be flattened forward, right? So this is quality fight IQ on his point, trying to get back to his feet. And I don't mind that Freddie is over the leg here, but I would prefer, if anything, if we laced this foot on the inside to create like an entanglement on this leg. But because Freddie technically has his arm behind Moshan's arm, there's almost a guaranteed back take there if Moshan's not careful. Unfortunately, when you're pinned up against the wall, you can actually drive all your weight into the wall and make it almost impossible for them to complete the back mount unless they get pulled away from the wall, unless Freddie drags him off.
Great advice to his fighters.
So do you see how there's no lace there, guys? Because there's no lace, there's really nothing preventing... There's nothing really preventing the stand-up. If we lace here and we elongate that leg and we either put him to his butt or we start to circle and chase like the back and pressure the upper body, we can probably keep him down at this point.
I mean, always just such great advice to his fighters. He's saying back take right away.
So now Freddie's here, and this is where you just want to keep it simple. I mean, just a trip again, a mat return, shuck to his... And he does. That's awesome. That was just an outstanding... It was the exact same technique he hit earlier. Okay, everybody should be extremely aware that there's an armbar, right? Like, if you're watching this fight, you see clear as day that Moshan wants to armbar Freddie's left arm, okay? And the reason this came into play is because he's starting to create an angle. As he starts to get 90 degrees, which he is doing by underhooking this leg and pulling his body, and he's actually walking up the cage. The guy knows what he's doing. There's an armbar attempt coming. And what we could do in this situation is when we're here, we know for a fact he can only armbar Freddie's left arm because his head is trapped to this side. So if we circle to the right from this position, if Freddie drives his knee forward and circles to the right, it completely eliminates any possibility of that armbar. It wedges his head to the ground, and it makes us have an effective ground and pound position. So let's continue to watch this armbar attempt. But you should be able to recognize armbar, guys, right about here. Like, he's going armbar, for sure. He's going to try to armbar Freddie's left arm. Here's the attempt.
Scott looking for an armbar here. Is he going to be able to shave the face? Freddie Rodriguez.
And now Freddie's got him back more to the center. And again, because the head is where it's at, there is no armbar to the other side. This is quality by Freddie. He's keeping some pressure on. He's framing. He's driving the face into the wall. This is where we can begin to... Yes! As I was about to say, this is where we can begin to stand. Freddie stands.
Moshan's got in a lot of trouble right now.
Okay. All right, I don't mind that. I don't mind the back take there.
Sorry,
That's okay.
Just taking the back. Rodriguez doing a great job of staying on top.
That's a pretty limited control, but Freddie is such a good wrestler, he's able to make that work for him.
Right there, that was Moshan's way out.
He's chasing the back.
And Freddie's just like a magnet. He's on it. He needs to stand up. Stand straight up.
I'm trying not to pause this and stop too much so it's not a 2-hour video. I have thoughts every 5 seconds the video goes, but I don't want to torture you guys either. I want you to be able to watch the fight. So as you can see, that was a tremendous knee to the glute, which is extremely painful, and it actually got the guy to sit back down. He didn't want to take another.
Hard knee to the butt right there.
Man, that hurt. I think that hurt Moshan.
Good pressure. Steps right over to the mount. See, that's beautiful. Beautiful transitioning on Freddie's part. And I'm telling,
That's exactly what I was about to say.
and in the net, I'll actually play this one time through without interrupting the video after I do the breakdown, and I'll let you hear the corner, I'll let you hear the commentary, I'll let you, you know, kind of understand everything in real time. I just want you guys to try to get as much out of these videos as possible. So Freddie's doing a phenomenal job with pressure and pace on this guy, by the way. We're only, what, 2 minutes into the fight, and he has just been all over him.
And start raining down the elbows.
I love that he's picking these elbows, too. There's a head and arm choke there. Intelligently, Mojan bellies down. Like, this dude knows what he's doing.
He really is, yeah.
Another knee right to the glute. Like, that just does not feel good.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
It's just a different breed.
Look at him dragging him back like that, ruining his base. I mean, Freddie is stuck to you. He's going to be all over you. You're getting separation is going to be difficult. And look, he's staying heavy in the upper body, controlling that wrist ride, hitting the head repeatedly.
He's got to try to dig that underhook, or he's trying to get in. Nope, there, he can't.
Mat return, very nice. He's right to the spiral ride.
Moshan Scott is so tough.
He's very tough, man. He's taking a lot of big shots.
Knee in the leg. I mean, he's relentless, man. He's just relentless. I don't even see what set that takedown up. That might have just been the pace and how did...
But he's relentless, man. He's trying to
No, he just turned the corner on him.
But Freddie's just winning, man. He's just...
Look at elbows. He's just bouncing the elbows off the head. Oh, nice shot with the right hand. Back to the elbows. I mean, he is mauling this man. And as you can see on the referee, like, I'm glad he didn't stop it, but you can see the referee can... He's surviving, but he's not really doing much. Back to the mount. Big elbows. See, I'm going to be honest with you, like, it's because of his confidence in his wrestling that he just allows people to escape whatever. Like, watch, Freddie won't even resist the guy trying to escape his mount. Here, watch. He's just like, oh, whatever. I'll just ride you. He, like, doesn't care. He doesn't care that you're trying to get your leg in. If you stand back up, he's going to dump you back down. He's going to slam you on the ground again. But in my opinion, when we have somebody in this position, we need to be way more dominant and devastating from here. Like we should be hiding feet, heavy butt pressure, chest up, framing the face, bouncing elbows, bouncing shots. We just shouldn't give people free escapes. And it's not like, okay, this guy could not do anything with that free escape. He's relentlessly being smashed, right? But we're going to fight people that one time we allowed them to have an easier escape from mount could cost us later in the fight. It could be the stand-up that they needed to do damage. It could be how they got back to their guard and they actually were dangerous with their submissions. So, you know, I'm not good with that. Freddie, if you're watching this video, I'm not saying you're doing bad, but what I'm saying is, like, remember this statement forever as a fighter. Don't solve people's problems for them. If they have a problem that they're mounted, don't solve that problem for them. If they cannot escape the mount, it is their problem. Smash them, break them, get them to quit, but never, like, solve the problem for them. Let's keep going.
James Grace, it slides with those shots. Not straight powerful.
Man, he's just, I mean... For anyone watching, I don't think Mojan has hit Freddie a single time after the initial takedown. I mean, this is just a mauling. This is like a cat and mouse. This is a mauling. This looks like what Khabib did to people, right? I mean, just mauling.
I mean, it's just not intelligent defense.
No, I mean...
And I agree with the commentators here. Like, I'm actually glad they didn't stop it because this is a professional fight, and I always want to give people the ability to fight through, but at a certain point, I mean, you're just getting smashed.
Your job is to protect Mojan from himself. We know he's tough, but you got to live to fight another day.
I mean, and Freddie just does not stop. And I'll tell you right now, at the end of the fight, he wasn't even breathing hard. He kept this pace for a full round and wasn't even taking a deep breath. I mean, he can break people with pace. Let's look at this rear naked choke entry.
You gotta live to fight another day.
Clean recognition, okay? But now here's the problem in MMA. Notice that the glove is on top of the head, Okay, so when you attack the neck and you're around the throat, it is crucial to make sure this hand is behind the head so that we can protect it, so that we can hide it. In MMA, it's very, very difficult because of you have a hand wrap and you have a glove. So it's really important to not put your head in position until you get the hand behind the head. If you immediately put your head into position, you're never going to fit that wrapped hand in that glove, and then your opponent can always pull the top hand, right? The thing that you should do is if I'm here and they pull this top hand, I should drop it and immediately capture my short choke and just continue applying the pressure to get the submission. But it may not be a natural transition for him yet. So let's see.
See it, he's not coming back from that.
And look, grabs the hand, pulls it. Now right there, you go palm to palm. The hand that is pulled down turns over, palm to palm, chest goes close, shoulder rolls in, head nice and tight, and you'd finish.
Man, he's fighting.
Oh, but if you notice, Freddie went back to seatbelt. Freddie brought his arm back under the arm. So he abandoned the submission attempt and just wanted to reestablish control, which if you're losing it and you don't trust your short choke, it's not a bad decision.
Hands, but it's underneath the neck. Oh, he let go. Good job.
But again, this is just,
Freddie.
it's Freddie's confidence. He doesn't care if you get out. He doesn't care. He's going to be back on you. He's going to break you again. He's solving problems for his opponent right now, but it's because he's like, listen, no matter what you do, I'm going to smash you.
Yeah. Freddie Rodriguez just all over. I am amazed.
Look at tucks the arm. He's collapsing him. He's picking his shots. I mean,
amazed I am at how tough this man
this is an actual clinic. This isn't a fight. This is a clinic.
Oh, man. If he would just do that, Rob Mooney will stop this fight.
Yeah, like this.
I would not stop. I would just keep throwing. You got 10 seconds left. I would just keep throwing.
Yeah, let's count.
Just looks like a monster right
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Good stop it for Rob Mooney. Oh, Moshan's hurt.
Like, I never want a fight to get stopped prematurely because I want someone to have a fighting chance, but that's clear that the fight is over. And what you can't really see from this angle, I'm shocked that this is the angle that they're using on this video and that they didn't have one of the inside cameras, because these elbows at the end were violent. Watch when he switches the elbow.
He's covering up.
Right here.
Oh,
Those are violent shots. You actually, I get out of my chair.
Oh,
If you look in the corner right here when he's dropping these elbows, I just get up. I'm like, this fight is over. Watch right here.
I would not stop. I would just keep throwing. You got 10 seconds left.
Here, right when he switches the elbows. Bang, bang, right there. I'm like, yep, that's the end of this fight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's watch the celebration here.
Oh, yeah, his eyes orbital.
Enjoy this moment of passion.
He's okay. Moshan's okay, of course. He's just.
And like I said, I am not trying to take from Moshan in any way. You're a tough kid. You did a lot of good things. You were trying your best during the fight. Your heart never failed you. We can tell you wanted to win. It's just the level of wrestling and grappling difference was just too extreme.
It definitely wasn't in his ball game or plan to quit at all. But great job by Freddie
Good knee
Rodriguez.
to the inside.
Hey, here's another guy that's a
Freddie is
problem.
phenomenal at those trips, and
He's a problem.
I wasn't expecting that out of him, to be honest. I thought he was going to hit more traditional takedowns like what you just saw. Freddie really shocked me with how well he worked those trips.
Just all over.
And look, I mean, he doesn't even really care about keeping the
Man, I
position.
would
He's
love
just
to see Freddie
mauling
fight our
people.
old 125 amateur fighter Brandon Escobar.
I was just thinking the same.
Man, what a fight that
Che,
That
that would be a
would be
great
a good
fight.
one.
Brandon Escobar, I actually cornered in his title fight.
Brandon's
Great
looking to
dude.
turn professional
Olympian
at some
wrestler.
point soon as well.
He is.
Yeah, so hey, maybe we can look forward to seeing
Right
him
after
on
the announcement, I'm going to
But
reset
tonight,
this video. I'm going to play it
Rodriguez
one more
moves
time
to
through
1-0.
without my
We're
mouth
gonna
running. I'll let you guys hear the commentary. I'll let you hear,
Ladies and
you know, a little bit of the corner
your
work.
referee,
I'll
Rob
turn up the
Mooney,
volume a little
has
bit.
brought a stop to this fight. 4 minutes and 58
You're not
seconds
kidding,
into
Cody. I mean,
round
he's a
number
savage,
1.
dude.
Your winner by TKO due to
And he knows how to
strikes
compete at a high level.
out of the
He's going to be a problem for
red
people.
corner.
He's got his mind together now. He's got his life in a better position. He is going to be a very talented fighter. He gives me that Henry
All
Cejudo
right.
vibe, man.
And Freddie Rodriguez moves to 1-0.
Excellent. All right, so let's flip this back. I'm going to turn up the desktop audio a little bit. If the commentators say something that's intriguing or anything like that, I might comment. But honestly, I'd just like you guys to be able to watch it. And if you want to put any opinions or things that you'd like to say in the chat or things you'd like me to comment on, feel free. So I hope I did a good breakdown there. I hope you guys enjoy these technical breakdowns. I hope it helps you level up as a martial artist, or maybe you just like it if you're a fan of the sport. So if you enjoy these videos, share them, and I'm going to keep doing them. All right, let's turn this up.
His record stands at 0 wins, 2 losses. His height, 5 feet, 7 inches, and his weight, 126 pounds. He
Let me know if that's too loud.
Circle City and comes to you from Indianapolis, Indiana. This is Moshan Momo Scott. And his opponent, fighting out of the one more gym red corner. Tonight, in the B2 Fighting Series cage, making his professional debut. His height, 5 feet, 2 inches. His weight, 126 pounds. He trains with Scorpion Fighting System and comes to you from Lansing, Michigan. His name is Alfredo Freddie Rodriguez.
I'd like to see the punch count on this fight, by the way. I legitimately think it's 1 to about 200.
All right, guys, we already went over the rules in the back. I want a good, clean fight. Obey my instructions at all times.
I wonder if
Defend
B2
yourself
does
at all times.
significant
We're gonna
strike
touch, let's do it
counts.
now.
Again, I can't believe the first strike of the fight hits him in the cup.
All right.
So unfortunate. Just bad
Scott
luck.
in the black, red, white, and blue.
But watch
Circle
how
City
when they
shorts.
touch gloves, Freddie is
Alfredo
instantly
Rodriguez
ready
in
to
the
fight.
Black shorts.
Ooh, that was low right there. They hit the cup. They hit the cup. It slid right in front of the cup right there.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's how Freddie Rodriguez envisioned his professional career starting, but nonetheless, get back to it.
By the way, this guy came from an extremely
Moshan
respectful
Scott's handling
camp.
good.
Guys in Indianapolis, 10th Planet, and an MMA school.
Touch of the gloves
They were
here.
super cool
Moshan's
guys.
got to keep it tall. He's got to start using that jab. He does. Good one, too.
Very good 1-2 right there.
There he
from
goes.
Moshan
Freddie's
Scott.
in. Moshan's got the underhook on the left side. He's being stubborn. There he goes.
Very nice trip right there for Freddie Rodriguez. James Gray, always just such great advice to his fighters. He's saying back take right away.
Yeah, and the thing about it is you hear a lot of corners yelling. He's so calm and collective, and he pronounces everything with, he's just such a good coach, man. And Freddie is listening to everything James Gray's telling him to do.
I absolutely love film study, by the way.
Moshan Scott looking for an armbar here.
It helps me so much as a coach know what I have to continue breaking down and make
on Moshan Scott.
Help people
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to roll off the cage and kick off the cage. Look at them elbows on the right side by Freddie Rodriguez. Ooh,
Big
nice
shot
right.
got through for Freddie Rodriguez right there. Moshan Scott in a lot of trouble right now.
Yeah, he
Rodriguez.
is. Go ahead, Hacker.
I'm sorry, brother. He just taking the back. Rodriguez doing a great job of staying on top.
And this is it. Look how, look, he's just devastating, man. He's relentless. There he goes. That was, see, right there, that was Moshan's way out. And Freddie's just like a magnet. He's on him. He needs to stand up, stand straight up.
Hard knee to the butt right there.
Man, that hurt.
Freddie Rodriguez.
I think that hurt Moshan.
Absolutely it did. Rodriguez in full mount right now. James Gray telling him to
Shout out to Andy
down.
Law and Alex, by the way, the commentary
There he
team.
goes, Posture. That's exactly what I was about to say.
those guys
Posture up and
that
start
beat
raining
two.
down the elbows.
Andy was a former
That was
professional
back
fighter.
in the head,
Alex
but that
is
was
a fighter.
accidental.
Yeah.
Moshan
They
turned.
know their stuff, and they do a good job as a team.
Moshan's he's trying, dude. He's trying to get
He really
up.
is, yeah. But Freddie Rodriguez just all over Moshan Scott.
D1 wrestler, man.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
It's just a different breed.
A lot of people that watch fights, that think like, oh, you know, like why doesn't he just do this or
put
that?
Back
And the other thing.
flat on the mat.
When you feel a wrestler of this
Motion
caliber
Scott's back
and
on
you're
the mat.
close to
Freddie
their
Rodriguez has
size,
something else in mind right
it's just
now.
a nightmare for
That
him.
is shots to the
You
head.
don't know what it feels like
Freddie's
to have a guy
got to try
like
to
that
dig
on you
that
until it
underhook,
happens.
or he's trying to get in. Nope, there, he can't. I was gonna say fight the hands and try to get in and turn towards Freddie.
Man, Motion Scott is so tough.
He's very tough, man. He's taking a lot of big shots, but he's relentless, man. He's trying to stay. He's trying to get up, but Freddie's just winning, man. He's just once he gets you here, this is what he does. He's a
Rob
bulldog.
Mooney's looking in on this, thinking about stopping this. Motion Scott trying to tie up the hands, but
He's trying to. He's trying to defend himself, man.
He
He's
is.
trying to improve his position. I wouldn't stop the fight yet.
Somebody's got to get me a significant strike or a strike count on this fight. I got to know what it is. This is like the Sierra Buxton debut. By the way, she's fighting again, April 2nd. Novi, Michigan. We got 6 people on the card.
Not straight powerful, but at angles.
Them elbows are like razors, man. They'll cut you up, especially them slicing elbows. Nice little uppercut right there by Freddie. Nice elbow, too, man.
Yeah, and you got to start thinking about maybe stopping this fight at some point soon, because I mean it's just not intelligent defense.
No,
for
I mean,
Motion.
right, and you can see it's inevitable what's going to happen. I
Right.
mean, he's a D1 athlete. Motion is a great athlete in his own right, but it's a different breeding. You can't compare to this, especially taking this fight on short notice as well.
And if you're Rob Mooney, your job is to protect Motion from himself.
Yeah, the commentary
we know
team
he's
had that
tough.
wrong at some point. I don't know if it was
But you
before the
gotta
fight or
live to
after.
fight another
But they
day.
said Mojan took this on short notice. They have it backwards.
There it is,
Mojan
right
was
there. It's
scheduled
under.
to fight.
It's over.
Freddie
That's
took this
it.
on
He's
short
not coming
notice.
back from that. He will eventually tap here in a minute. He's fighting the hands,
Wow.
but it's underneath the neck. Oh, he let go. Good job by Motion.
And it is.
Miles, I love your comment.
But,
Freddie
I mean,
should have
but
said, let's
he's-
wrestle,
yeah.
kid. Let's wrestle.
get-
Freddie Rodriguez just all over. I am amazed at how tough Motion Scott is. I cannot say enough how amazed I am at how tough this man is. Freddie Rodriguez just looks like a monster right now.
Oh, man. If
Yeah,
he would
this-
just do that, Rob Mooney will stop
I
this
wish
fight.
you guys
Yeah,
had the
this-
I
other
would not
angle of
stop.
these
I would
3
just keep
elbows.
throwing. You got
They
10
are
seconds
violent.
left. I would just keep throwing. He's covering up. He's
Beast.
not.
Yeah, oh,
defending.
that's
it.
Yeah, that's
It's
it.
over.
That's
Good
it. Good
stoppage by
stop it
Rob Mooney.
by Rob Mooney. Oh, Motion's hurt.
Oh yeah, his eyes orbital.
Outstanding.
He's
So,
up, he's up.
last thing I'm going to talk about, I guess, is we have some amazing fights coming up. Taylor Moore. I had to talk about that really quick. Taylor Moore is fighting an 11-1 professional fighter who is an unbeaten amateur out of Team Alpha Male in the main event for a pro title in Nebraska on March 19th. That fight is going to be incredible. And the guy won on UFC Contender. He's on a really long winning streak. This is the fight that Taylor needs to kind of get over the hump and get his shot again. You know, he fought on Contender. He fought Danny Sabatello, a 3-time national qualifier, college wrestler. To give you some perspective, Uriah Faber, the head coach of Alpha Male and the owner of Alpha Male, he was a 2-time national qualifier. This kid's a 3-time that Taylor fought. And, Taylor got out-wrestled. He got stalled out. He wasn't able to show how talented he is. But this opponent, he comes to fight. He comes to bring the fight. He looks to throw hard. He looks to grapple. And it's going to be a war. So March 19th, make sure you're tuned in for that fight. And then we have another major fight card on April 2nd, Novi, Michigan. We got 6 people on the card. It's going to be an absolutely incredible night of fights. I haven't been able to announce one of the fights yet, but we're in the process of finalizing it. And all the other ones are public. So I hope you guys enjoyed this film review again. I'm going to do this frequently and just try to get people to understand the fight game deeper. And I think it'll be a great resource for my fighters to use. I think Freddie will enjoy being able to go back and break down different segments of the fight and see, I can do this here, I can do that there, and etc. So if you enjoyed the video, when the videos are all done processing, especially off the YouTube one, please do me a favor and share it. And in the future, I hope that we can get 50, 60, 70, 80 people watching. And then if you guys comment in real time, I'll break down the comments and explain things and etc. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Cody. Lots of knowledge and learn from these. It's my pleasure, man. And you'll be making your debut soon. So look at you sitting over there studying. So thank you guys for tuning in. James Gray, Scorpion Fighting System, Brighton, Michigan, part of the Michigan Institute of Athletics. We have an elite team there for people that are really trying to be their best in mixed martial arts. It comes with requirements. There's mandatory practices. You have to make a certain amount of sessions a week. We hold you accountable in other aspects of your life. But hey, that's trying to bring out greatness in you. And then hopefully you learn to bring out